Yeah.
Test.
I'm just couching it, I'm on top of it. Got a lot of topics popping off with Nathan Zacking it. They be busting balls so all of y'all can laugh it out a bit. I got golf withdrawals and fighting cards that need to be predicted. I'm just couching it, Nathan Zacking it.
Hey,
I'm just couching it,
Nathan, Zach, and Nick.
Is this the song that he...
This the song that he put it in. He was trolling me this whole time. Nobody told him. Listen to this end here. Gotta have me that good stuff. Hold up. Showing off. Gotta have me that good stuff. Kinda sounds like he said Nathan is
You
into
might have caught
butt
it.
stuff.
You might not have caught
Wait.
it. Play it back if you didn't.
I'm not... I won't repeat it. If you
I
heard
said it. You heard it. We're fucking back.
It's about time.
All right, we're in this biatch. It's been a
We were
while.
on a hiatus. Sorry, we were golfing and adventuring around the country.
Living our
It's,
best lives. I was training.
It's yeah, we gotta kind of like it's just couching it, but so like the whole premise, I think it's kind of like I've had the name for a while, but it's three dudes or however many dudes are in the group.
Dude, there's quite a
Going on adventures, whether it's together or solo,
However
and then-
many dudes you can fit on the couch.
talking about it on a couch. And it's been fun because that's exactly what we've been doing.
We've been building up our stories for you guys.
Yeah, we got some stories. Look at me. Am I lying? I wouldn't.
That's right.
We're gonna get Brian Hunter
Is
back
that
on here.
trademarked? That might be trademark.
I was gonna say we're
Yeah.
like,
You know
don't
that's
say
right.
his name 3 times. He'll just pop out of that room right there or something. Just fall out of the ceiling.
Who do say who what? Huh?
Oh.
Or you just hear a turkey go down the street and it's like, oh shit, is he here?
But man, we've been golfing a lot, but
Improving.
I was catching fish with Brian. I don't know where you
Yeah,
were.
you were fishing. We were golfing. You and I were driving around a lot.
yeah, I have some big news that I can't tell you guys for a
Yeah.
couple months, but soon y'all will know. So that's
Sure
super
you-
exciting.
I'm sure everyone's guessed it already.
But
After
in
that.
other news,
Ooh.
what? That was the line.
Take your
and
mind out
Kugels,
of the
dude.
gutter.
Stop,
Come
dude.
on,
That
dude.
wasn't even.
Get out of here.
Zach, get out of my mouth, dude.
You want me to get out of your mouth now?
Get out of here, dude.
Hey, follow the script.
Cut that out, dude. Did you read the script before
Hey.
you came here?
Follow the prompt.
Who made me say nudes?
Sprite, I'm right here.
All right, but yeah, we've been out. We've just been doing stuff, and now that we're back, we're gonna be grinding because basically what we did was we had 20 episodes that we aired. We have about 6 in the works, and we probably recorded about 10 episodes that never made it to the light of day because we were just practicing.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Don't we still have our... we got a mobile one.
Oh yeah, we still have a mobile one too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're going to have another mobile one
We'll have some
after
future.
that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have future mobile.
We're going to Prior Lake here. That's going to be fun. We'll do one in the
That
hotel.
was Mystic.
Bowman's fighting.
Prior Lake, Minnesota, Mystic Lake Hotel and Casino.
Oh, okay.
Bowman's. We'll get to all that. Hold on, let me wrap this. We're almost
Yeah,
there. But so basically in that 6-month test trial, we got out 20 episodes, and we know what we need to do now. We took a little summer break, and now we're coming. We're like
We're
Arnold.
We're coming hard.
We're coming hard. We're you pump, and it feels just like coming. Pump. Okay. Feels just like coming. We'll stop that. If you want to know some context, if you want to know
going to be able to post this.
if you want to know some context, just look up Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah, getting his pump.
getting his
How
pump
he
in
feels
and coming.
how he feels about getting a pump.
He said it's.
Be careful about how you
He said he
Google
feels
it, you know.
like coming. Yeah. Oh shit.
feels just like
Right, moving on. We're into the podcast.
Anyways,
My mother watches this podcast.
yeah,
Are
mine
you
does
shitting
too.
me?
Mine does too. She'll see this.
Hey, shout out,
mom.
shout out, moms.
We love you.
We do. Shout out, Ellen's grandma.
Wherever you're at,
Little Alan.
Mima.
All right, Zach's training for a 10K
Yeah, what's up
down
with that,
by
Zach? I've
down
been
by the
training.
Capitol.
I skipped right over the 5K. I'm going for something that's hard.
Dude, it's
6.2 miles.
I think you're gonna fuck this shit up because, in a
dude,
good
'cause
way.
You've actually been training for it, which
I've
is
been training
key.
for it, man.
Key to success.
I've been running different distances. Sometimes I go 6. Sometimes I go 4. Sometimes I just go 2, and I go like at a faster pace. I run up hills. I run in heat.
How many times a day do you run? Or a week? Sorry, how many days a week?
3, and then
Okay.
I lift 2 days a week.
Cardio mixed in with
A little bit of both.
lifting.
You know, my knee kind of hurts me now. It's to the point where it's like
Well, you
I
got
kind
some.
of want to save it for race day. I might
Dude,
get in the pool and
you
swim.
know, get some of that like CBD lotion or something.
Yeah.
Get some like
yeah.
Yep, I do sauna time
Yeah,
and
dude.
spa time.
yeah.
Ice throughout the day. But I think the pool is really going to help me kind of keep my cardio good
Do you
and get
swim?
ready for race. I'm going to start just because, you know, I got to go easy on my joints
Right.
before a race. But it's a morning race. It'll be cool. It'll be nice at the zoo. I think
So,
it's gonna be
okay.
pretty flat.
It's it's around
Excuse me.
downtown Madison, correct?
Kind
Around
of.
the Capitol.
Yeah, it goes through the Arboretum, past the zoo. Or
Okay.
it starts and ends at the zoo.
How many miles? 6 something? You said
6.2.
7.2.
Okay, 7.
6.2.
6.2.
Okay, so when
is
is it? It's on.
Where's it 7.2?
It's on Labor Day, right? It's on next.
I think it's 6.
It's in a week, less than a week.
We need someone to look this up for us. We need a guy to do this.
Isn't this coming up soon? Like in the next week, right?
Yeah, Labor Day, the 4th.
This episode won't be out by then, but so right now it's the 29th of September.
Correct. Yep.
No, August. The 29th of
Or yeah,
August.
29th of August.
Your race is the 4th of September.
Right. So
So-
we're like less than a week out.
Right.
now. So it's
So-
time for me to just start treating myself
Less
nice.
than a week out. What are your goals for your 10K? What are you hoping? I guess like time wise, what are you hoping
Yeah.
to achieve? And then like what do you want to? What do you?
50
what's
minutes, man. If
50
I can
minutes?
run this in
Okay.
50 minutes, I think I'll be golden.
Okay,
I think not many people can run it in under an hour.
right.
So I want to be the guy that does.
Oh,
And then-
dude. What did I say? You'd get earlier.
Huh.
Remember, I say I think Zach would finish it in 45.
45.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But you were.
Okay.
What
well,
were you
pace.
like? 0.2 when we
It's
did
tough.
it. You were 0.2 under, or were you a whole mile under?
no. 0.2. Yeah, I think I ran 6 with you, and I think it is 6.2.
Look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, I missed that.
But yeah, so your goal is to do it in 50 minutes essentially.
Yep. Yeah, it's 6.2 miles.
6.
And then do you have any like
what is 6 times 7?
42.
I think you can do it in 45. I for sure 100% you think you can do it under 45.
And if I feel like if it takes me longer than 57, I didn't perform.
Do you have something that you can keep track of time with?
Yeah, Samsung Health. You know, I get that in my ears, and I just tell it that I'm running. It'll track me. It'll tell me like.
You should look at your
I
start
don't-
time too.
so okay
It'll
so
tell me my average pace.
with your
It's nice.
with how you've been training so far. What have you been running so far? Like average when you go out and run, how far do you run and how fast do you run it?
It's about a 7 minutes a mile.
Okay, so 7
Pace.
times 6 is
That's a fast pace for
Yeah.
me. That's a good day.
you can keep that up to 6
Wait,
miles.
what do you say?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Maybe
what'd
just
you
under.
say?
Like maybe like a
7-minute mile.
It might be like a 7:06.
706. Yeah. And that's 40, 42.
I'm terrible at math. So.
I think you can break 45, especially if you know.
If my family's there, you know, and I see my family, I see my friends.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the big day. I haven't been really drinking, you know, and doing things that are bad for me. I've been kind of been making myself suffer a little bit, you know.
Okay, so that was what I was gonna follow up on.
When this race gets over with, then it's gonna kind of be like an exhale.
Are you okay? That's what I was gonna follow up on.
Take a little exhale.
Are you doing that?
Right, just a little
are you
taste.
doing this as like a stepping stone of like, okay, I can say I did that, like I did it, checked it off the list, or are you gonna try to like
I can scratch off my old
scratch
goals
off your
and then write down new ones.
Okay, so then are you?
Is this the?
Do let me ask you this: do you enjoy running?
No, I hate it.
Fuck, dude, me
Fucking
too.
hay running.
Okay,
would you go to
I'll
like
tell
a
you.
15K?
But it takes me to a place, man.
I'll tell you right now. I did a half marathon once. I did it in 2015. I did a half marathon in Vegas.
That's badass.
We ran from the airport all the way to Fremont, and then we ran halfway back to the Strip.
Did you take any breaks?
I walked a couple times, but that's like, dude, it's 13
fucking miles.
You had
Man.
to prove a
13.1
point,
miles,
right? To your dad.
Yeah, it was.
you
I
could
remember.
do it.
I remember my dad was like, "So I'll pay for you. Like, I'll pay for everything if you come out and do this." And I was like, "Well, I don't know." And he was like, "All I have to do is train, you know." And I just dropped out of college and like was not in a really great spot, so I was trying to like gain some brownie points back with my family and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And then I just never really trained for it until like right before it. And I was like, oh shit, I'm doing a half marathon. Like, this is no joke.
I can't let my dad down.
Right. So I would just,
He was in it, wasn't he?
yeah, he was doing it with me. And I would just get like,
On.
this was back in the day. I would get really high and I would run on the treadmill at my uncle's place. Like, I'd go outside and I'd smoke a little bit. I'd hide my stash and I'd go on the treadmill and I would run like Forrest Gump.
When you get high
And
and
I
you
would do,
run,
like,
you
dude,
feel like a fucking animal.
You can do like 7 miles. And it was like, all right, this is okay. Like, I can do this. And then I finally make it out to Vegas and I'm like, well, I can't get high. Like, I was like,
Oh yeah, this is a long time ago.
Now
I
I
was
gotta
like,
get high on
it was
running, and that shit
2015. Like, I
sucks.
was just like, I can't get high. Like, I just got to run.
Oh.
And I was like, well, my dad, I remember him when I got out there. My aunt and uncle that I lived with, they were already out there. And they were like, oh, he hasn't really been training, this and that. Like, I don't know.
Talking shit.
A little bit. They were throwing a little bit of shade. Not much, but like, they were just like, I don't know.
So
like,
now you gotta do
that's
the
the
damn
thing.
thing.
If it's like 13.1 miles is no joke. Like, that's
No.
like dangerous. Like, if you
Yeah.
like push
You
it
did
too hard, you can like
13.1.
13.1
Yeah, that's
is
a
a
half
half marathon.
And a full marathon is 24.
How long did it take you?
Oh, I don't even remember. Like, a couple hours.
No way. Not for me. But
Imagine a full marathon, dog.
see
A few, like,
it's
took hours.
It's just for me. It's just like what did I say? I literally wanted Zach to sign us up for a 50-mile bike ride.
Dude, it
I'll go there
was
with you, dude.
I could do that on a bike.
that's the thing. That's how
jogging to me. That's hard. That's the hardest.
I had the same mentality where I hated every moment of running. I don't enjoy running. I'm not a runner, but I was proving a point to everyone, even myself, that I was like,
I've learned.
I got to Vegas and my dad was like, hey, well, you don't necessarily need to do the half marathon. If you just want to do the 10K, we can do the 10K and you call it a day, like whatever. It's not a big deal. And I was like, well, I signed up for the half marathon.
Yeah.
We're running this half marathon. I was not prepared that well, but I crossed the finish line and like, dude, I remember I crossed the finish line and I was like stumbling. This lady grabs me and because I saw the finish line
You
and
laid it all out there, though.
I just started like walking
Nothing
when I
left to
saw the
give.
finish line and I was like, I cannot keep going. And this lady, she grabbed me and she was like, don't stop running. She was like, let's go.
That's how
you
I
got
wanna
this.
feel on
You got
Labor
this.
Day.
You got this. You got this. And I was just like pushed through. And then he crossed the finish line. And it was like, holy shit.
And now you can say you did that
dead.
forever, man.
I did it. I've got a medal. It's like a little like half marathon medal. It looks like it's a slot machine. that glows in the dark. It's
Yeah.
hang it up. I got the 10K one too because I stole it.
Another reason that I signed up for this race,
But it's like
too,
it's for me. I don't enjoy it, but I was a personal. It was like something I had to do.
yeah,
You know,
It gets
like I just
hard to-
felt like I needed to do something.
yeah.
You know, which
So-
I don't know if that's what that was. You know, is that
I have a question. My question, which is a follow to his, is this? It's basically the same question, but is this the first step, or is this just like what he said? Is this
are
is
you
this
just
like
one and done? Or are
one
you
and
trying to
doneing it?
keep going on?
Or is
Mine
this
was
like-
one and done.
No, man.
Are you going to work your way up to a marathon?
Another big reason that I'm doing this race is because it got hard to like train without a purpose. You know, this is giving me purpose to train, purpose to keep
Something
going.
to work towards.
So my biggest fear is like I'm gonna like kind of start succeeding, and I'm gonna start getting places, getting to where I want to be, and then I'm gonna get content. I'm so afraid of that
Stagnant.
that contentment. So no, this is definitely just like a stepping stone. You know, this is gonna
right, and it might not even necessarily be running. It might be like, okay,
Biking.
This is to just
Right.
inspire my
Triathlon.
family and
I
just.
they do the Ironman in Madison every year, don't they?
Yeah, what is that? That's running, biking,
Biking,
and swimming.
swimming,
That's a
yeah.
triathlon.
I would do the biking. You guys can fight over swimming and
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Oh, that'd be.
I'm
hard.
okay. I'm okay, dude. I'm seriously okay. Like, nah.
What, okay, what? Like you're not doing it?
No.
Okay,
Dude,
I
I'm
didn't.
I'm okay.
I didn't know. I didn't
I'm
know.
not doing that. I know
know
my
what you-
place. I see, and that's the thing. Like, to each their own. I mean, it might not seem like it some days. Some
I thought
days-
you meant
some-
like I'd do it on my like.
No,
I'll do it on my own.
Some days it's like
okay.
no,
I don't
it's
need
like
your help.
You're what you work towards, like whatever anyone work towards, whether it's like your goal of like, okay, you need to do this 10K, then you're gonna see what's next, and you're gonna have that, you're gonna check that off the list, and you're seeing what's the next step of like progression,
myself,
right?
or, yeah.
you know. But for me, it's like I have a hard time doing that for like my physical well-being. I like dude work, like the Darrow. I just work.
Yeah,
Like that's
it's a mental battle as much
It's
as
like,
it is
dude,
a
I
physical
put-
battle there.
yeah.
That's 100%
That's my like, okay, what's the next step of my evolution of being a technician?
Yeah, yeah.
A good technician.
Financially.
Not just a parts hanger that's like, oh, you know, I can put brakes on cars, and I can put this, I can do all these recalls and whatever. You can read this, but like understanding exactly what's
How
going
a
on
motor
and trying
works.
trying to accurately and efficiently diagnose and progress and get better and more efficient and make more money.
Absolutely.
My goals are financial right now,
Uh-huh.
you know, which for me is work related. Everything is like work.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%. And you sacrifice and you put
Right.
the time into it.
Right.
And then
And
you reap the rewards from
you
it.
reap the rewards. Exactly. Like we got a house now and we got all this, like, it's not easy, you know.
Not a lot of
it's
people
a work
want-
in progress, you know.
Yeah.
It's nothing's perfect by any means, but it's on its way to being perfect, and all that takes is, like you're saying, is what's the next step? What's the continual work? Like
Where do we go now?
where am I at now? What are my not like, because especially with like our buying a home and stuff, you're just thinking about when you have kids running around the house and family over and everything's set up perfectly, and that's like the picture in your
Right.
head is like, this is what we want it to be, but how do you actually get it there?
You know?
It's
You gotta put
one
aside the
thing at a
self-justification.
time, right? It's not just like, oh, by Christmas we're gonna be able to have a family over, or like all of our families over and host Christmas, and no, like, dude, it's this and this room, and we're focusing on this room and then this room, and it's literally step by step by step, and it's years of work.
I probably look
It's
so
work.
dumb.
You
And
know,
you can't-
it's,
I'm
and
gonna
that's,
interrupt
that's
real quick.
literally all.
We got a
it-
Snapchat for the boys.
What's up?
Maybe for the gram as well.
It really comes down to just
We out
like
here.
What up, guys?
putting in the work. That's all it comes down to, is like anyone can do anything. You can have that picture perfect goal where when you close your eyes and you see what you want, you can have that if you put the work in.
Usually when you can envision it, it fucking happens.
It
I
happens
noticed that.
when you close your eyes and you can
The manifesto.
picture it. Yes.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yes.
Excuse me.
A lot of times too is like I notice my brain will make every fucking excuse to not do something
Right.
that I need to do and don't want to do. And like that's
Yeah, you
called
give good brain.
self justification, man.
That's not.
You just justify it, you know?
Dude.
Like, oh, it's a little
man.
too hot out or it's a little too cold out. or
My-
it's just,
My
you know,
justification,
underate.
yeah, for like, I was cleaning the house the other day and like, my motivation was like, well, Hannah's home, or she was gone all weekend, and I was like, well, she's on her way home.
It's like the ice
She's
bath.
on her way
man.
home. I was
you
like,
got to get in that ice
I was
bath like me and
I was
Nate,
like,
man.
we got to do all this stuff, but I was like, okay, if she were home right now, I wouldn't be bending over backwards doing all this stuff. But like the fact that she was gone and she's on her way home, I'm like,
me
I
and
got
Nate,
like,
or Nate and I, we got in that ice
that's-
bath, man.
like you gotta
was hard.
just
That
just
shit
do
was.
it. Like
and
whatever motivation you need, run with it.
fuck yeah,
Like,
man.
Yeah,
Run
whatever,
with it.
whatever. What is
Any-
it?
any
Whatever
motivation
your
you need.
what is it? Like, there's a word for it. Like, not a
Resilience.
no. Like whatever your man, I don't know.
What are you thinking of? What are you trying to think of?
Like the motivation thing.
Yeah, there's a word for it. Like your niche. Like you find your niche,
Your niche.
your whatever the fuck it is, and you
Yeah.
fucking roll with it.
Run with it, dude.
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone's got something. they
Whatever
love.
you're good at. Even
But,
if you're not good at it and you want to be good at it. If you want to be good at it,
Yeah.
that's better than being good at something
Yes.
already.
Dude, I saw something online. It said, professional podcasters will never make fun of people making their first podcast. Professional golfers will never make fun of people learning how to golf. People that are good at things generally don't make fun of people that are trying to get into them.
Because they know how hard
you know,
it is.
someone that goes to the gym like every day and looks like Dwayne the Rock Johnson doesn't make fun of a heavy person on the treadmill because they're just
never.
everyone's at a different
'Cause
point
they also-
in their journey.
Everyone started at ground zero.
The fact is that
Literally
they're there
everyone.
and they're
Yeah.
working, man. Like,
And they, like, as long
Dude,
as they're
don't-
putting in the constant work, dude, it's work.
yeah,
The
I've
only
noticed
person that I ever like fucking was like, what the fuck? I saw this fucking dude running, drilling a cigarette on a jog. I was like, I don't think that fucking counteracts it. I'm not sure,
it. Dude.
but maybe. Like, but I made fun of
Definitely
that
not a
guy to
cigarette.
whoever I was in
Definitely
the car
not
with.
the cigarette.
Yeah, dude,
I could see.
drilling a cigarette.
Dude, it was
You do
like
some
he was in
edibles.
like the short, like fucking
who
like.
hurt you, bro?
What did you see?
Dog.
There we
I don't
a
know,
reel
man.
right
I
there.
can-
That was a reel.
See, I feel
Timestamp
like
that.
I feel like the whole working out. This is my personal opinion. Like, I'm not much of a gym goer, whatever you call it. Obviously, I just don't make time for it, and I don't really feel the need to right now, which is whatever. But
And you're happy?
when I'd much rather be at home with the dogs and chilling, doing what I do, making dinner, and I don't need to.
This man's yoked, dude.
I don't know.
yeah.
This guy's fucking.
I don't need it. I understand the benefits behind it of like, there's
Makes
a
you
lot of
feel
health
good.
benefits, there's a lot of mental benefits, but like, dude, I love being home. I'm that
Yeah, we got a lot
dude
of-
that like my comfort zone is my home.
Speaking
and
of-
being with my dogs and just like I love being home with my dogs. That's
Everyone loves being
that's
at home,
top
man.
10.
Yeah.
Like if I
It's-
can
it's
be
the
home
best,
and do
dude.
yard work and throw the ball outside with my dogs and come inside and cook dinner and clean up a little bit, that's my perfect night.
Yeah,
Every night.
Fucking, that's the best. Just
I love it.
and that's another reason why we've been delaying the podcast. We've all kind of been we've all been busy as fuck. All three of us. Not to mention the other people involved with the podcast, but let me say real quick, because I think we're all still talking a little bit. You guys got 20 minutes longer in you?
Yeah, man.
All right, so we're going to wrap this episode up. But this is one of the last 2 episodes you'll see like this.
We got the new table, so
We got the new table, and we're also switching some things up. That TV's going upstairs. See you later. We
Adios.
got a new TV. It's going right here. That's going to be screen mirroring to a tablet that we'll all pass around. For now, we're going to move this desk that's in the background behind here. We're going to have a month or 2 of auditions. You know when Joe Rogan's like, "Hey Jamie, pull that up."
We're gonna get a guy like
we're
that.
looking for our Jamie.
You've
So
seen Kim Possible, the keyboard guy,
yeah, we're looking for our keyboard guy.
in the room, not necessarily in the back room. He's just
Yeah,
gonna be our off.
He's gonna be on camera, right behind. Like you'll have a desk right there.
But he's gonna be our on the spot, because sometimes when we're talking and we don't want to necessarily pull our phone out and get
Statistics.
glued down in our phone and trying to be searching stuff for 5 minutes and then go quiet, and we want to keep the ball rolling. So we're gonna try out a few different people and
Got
have
the
them
5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
have them be our guy of like,
You can vote on them.
help us keep the ball rolling, so we're not worried about any sort of searchings that we're trying to do. Pull up, hey, I saw this video of like, oh, this and this, and oh, how long is it? How
10K
long is a 10K run? While we're talking about that,
Yeah,
he'll just be like,
exactly.
6.2 mile. A 10K 6.2, whatever long it is or something.
I'm
like
so
that.
happy that shit's
Like-
not 7.2. Jesus, you scared the shit out of me,
I didn't
dog. I
know.
was like, fuck.
He's like, dude's over there sweating. He's just like,
Wait, 7.2.
All right, now-
like, how long do I have to figure this out? My knee, god damn. You're like, dude, my boy's like Sean O'Malley. He got that rib injury. He
On that
couldn't
note,
wrestle. I couldn't wrestle.
we will. I'm gonna add in the outro music post.
Okay.
So we'll see ya.
So bye.
in a sec.
See ya.